my grown folk out there, won't you gather around? Take a real good listen to Miss B-Town. She'll give you the real deal while showing you love. She was sent from heaven above, so check it out. Miss B-Town Hester's in the house, giving you all the news that you can use and more. So check it out. Miss B-Town Hester's in the house, giving you everything you want and more. Keep growing, keep showing. Those who are lost and have gone astray, keep blessing with life lessons. Show them the way, so check it out. Miss B-Town Hester's in the house, giving you all the news that you can use and more. So check it out. Miss B-Town Hester's in the house, giving you everything you want and more. So check it out. Miss B-Town Hester's in the house. All the news that you can use and more. So check it out. Miss B-Town Hester's in the house.
Okay, okay. Enough of that, enough of that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys? I'm gonna make this quick. Um, a couple of people have asked me as far as some things about being a moderator or a mod in chapter in on different channels and in chat. Um, you will find that it will vary, but if to stay in safety zone as being a moderator, you should not indulge in conversation because actually if you're modding for some, okay, say Slappy modding for me. Slappy may see somebody that she doesn't like, but I don't have a problem with the person. I don't expect her to speak by name, but she when she sees the person come in, she can easily just say welcome or welcome in. Don't just disrespect the person. And because your views, of course, people's views are different, period. And as a mod, you should make sure that no one in the chat is disrespecting the host or the panel. Some people, is a very few, I can think of a couple that don't live by that creed, but I think that's the worst thing in the world when you got the chat badgering somebody that's on the panel. Now they're welcome to have their opinion, but to actually badger someone when they're on the panel, that is not a good look. Because what's going to happen is it's going to make people not want to come on to that platform because they're going to feel like it's going to happen to them. Um, myself, I don't believe in attacks. If I have somebody on my platform and I see somebody in the background that wants to come up, if I know that there's confrontation, hey, Chinua, hey, lady, how you doing? If there's someone in the back, if I have someone on my platform and there's someone in the background that I know they're having confrontations with, First of all, I will ask my panelists who's already there, do you have a problem with so and so coming up? If that person says no, then I don't let them up. Because if you do, all you're going to have is a screaming match. And with a screaming match, it goes, you get nowhere. No one's listening to nobody. You usually don't get anything accomplished. Or if you let that person up, then two or three of their other friends, here they come, they're coming up on the chat, and it becomes a point of attack. I hate to see one person trying to fight off 4, 5, 6 people at a time. It only shows me that those 4 or 5 people are weak, because if you were not, you would have came and talked to that one person by yourself. Why does it take a whole team? It doesn't take that. And that will not happen on my platform. No reason, no rhyme, just no way. That's not happening. But of course, I don't have a controversial chat. Now, in the controversial chat, you may see cursing in the chat. They may just ask them to spell it wrong. Some of them don't even ask that. They just go ahead. They let it slide. How they get past that without spamming their chat, I don't know. For me, my mods, I prefer if a person curses in the chat, if I don't catch it, because if I catch it, I'll ask them to remove the comment and rewrite, just to rephrase your statement. Okay. Because cursing only is going to lead to a heated battle at some point in time if you go on long enough. Moderators automatically can remove the statement. Don't have to ask. If the person asks why was this statement removed, then that's when I would speak up and tell them why their statement was removed. Also, I'm gonna be honest with you. It only really takes 3, no more than 4 moderators to mod a chat. Because I'm gonna tell you what, one moderator should be pushing your email. A second moderator should be pushing your Cash App. Third moderator should be making sure that the chat is flowing smoothly. And your fourth moderator should be a sniper from in the bushes that nobody sees. Because always, when you're up in the bushes, you can catch stuff that actually down in the chat mods may not catch. If y'all have any questions now, just put them in the chat and I'll answer them. With that being said, I will be removing some mod sticks because when I started like some of the other ones. We used mod sticks as a sign of being family. Okay? A mod stick means more than that to me. Because just having a mod stick, a mod should be able to go and retrieve links, be able to drop like other people cash apps. For instance, Slappy, and I meant to do this. I meant to I meant to get in the beginning to do this. Please drop Napa Child's Cash App in the chat. Let me pause for a minute and let me say this. Napa Child is an awesome, awesome moderator, and we all know that. She's been out on sick leave for a long time now. And we all know when you out on sick leave, you fall on hard times. And we ask that you please donate to Napa Child. No amount is too small. She's very appreciative. She has a big heart. She'll do anything in the world for her. And Slappy, I'm gonna ask you to every now and then to run it if more people come in. Okay, and okay, getting back to mine. Okay, we have what we call our grind channels. The grind channels is where you go in to grow your channel. Okay, in those chats, we all have mod sticks. And that's because so that we can drop our own link so that other people can click on the link to go to other people's pages to look at a video in its entirety, leave a genuine comment, and subscribing to the person. That is the right way to become a subscriber of another person. And if you go and you don't watch the video at that time, put the video in your watch later in your watch later list, and then you have 48 hours to go back and watch that video and leave a comment. If you don't go back within 48 hours, it won't stick. This is where some people are saying, I lost 3, I lost 5. If you lost those people didn't genuinely, they didn't do it the right way to subscribe to you. What they did was they went over and they clicked it and they came back to whatever chat you was in, wrote your name in and put done or whatever, but they didn't take the time to watch a video and leave a genuine comment within 48 hours. So therefore you lost that person. But it's okay if you, hey, Nappy Child, it's okay if you lose 2 or 3. Sometimes YT will also purge you also. But I don't want to get too far off because today I want to do mods. I want to stay to mods because that's another whole day. So let's stick with the mods. Okay. Sometimes you have mods. I have been in chats and I've seen mods busting their butt. I might see 1 or 2 mods busting their butt. They are dropping links. They are running cash apps. They are running emails. But yet I see 3 or 4 more mod sticks that isn't doing anything. Not doing a thing. Those are wasted mod sticks. And you know what's gonna happen? If you take those mod sticks from those very people, you got a fight on hand. You might as well say the relationship is over. Because people really, really get in their fifties about these mod sticks. Okay, chilling says, I've often wonder why this doesn't happen to big YouTubers. Why what doesn't happen to big YouTubers, baby? Because let me tell you, and you'd be surprised. Let me break it down to you. In your controversial chats, such as beef sector, black sector, like that, they keep a lot of controversy going. They have to have a lot of chats because there's a lot of mods. But thing of it is the mods in there is right in the middle of the mess that's actually going on. That's the part I don't get. They they very opinionated. Instead of keeping their opinions to themselves, they are very opinionated. They're right on time saying whatever they want to say and whatever they think they can get by with it. But that falls on the content creator because they allow that. They allow that. Okay. Now, you go over in the mukbangs. Now, don't get me wrong. Every sector, somewhere along the line, they bump heads with people. Because, you're always going to have jealousy, da 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 da, whatever it may be in every sector. But if you go over into, I'm going to say the mukbang sector, and just go over there one day and just look at their chat. You may see one mod, you may see two mods, but you don't see 5 and 6 mods because you really don't need that because they're not controversial. They only need their mods to make sure that the chat is flowing smoothly. And this is why you pick good people to be mods because a content creator, if they are into what they're doing their commentary, or if they're interviewing somebody, or whatever they may be doing, the worst thing that nothing gets under my skin no more than a content creator that keeps stopping to read the chat. They'll say 2 things and stop and read the chat. Anything that is written in that chat isn't going anywhere. Okay? You can take a break. Say if you got a couple of subjects you're talking about. Once you finish one subject, if you choose to pause and read the chat, then that makes sense. But just to sit there doing your commentary or doing whatever you may be doing, and you just keep pausing to read the chat irks me. Or people keep texting you and you keep picking up that phone to text while you're on live. I think that is to me is rude. Because my thing is if I'm here and I am talking to my chat, y'all are my obligation. Anything that's on that phone will be there when I get finished. Okay? Unless I ask somebody to text me something. Or if somebody texts me something about the subject that I'm on that I may not know or may have changed since I researched it. Okay? So your chat, your mods are there to make your chat run smoothly. Another pet peeve of mine, when people ask for a mod stick. If a person asks you for a mod stick, be eerie of it. They usually have a motive behind this. First of all, you choose your mods wisely. Yeah, check out several things. For instance, with Gabby Child, I watched her. I didn't know her from a can of paint. I watched her in different chats, and she mods for a lot of people in different chats and things like that. And I noticed she wasn't getting into any, not even if it was just straight conversation. She wasn't getting into that. She was doing her job. She was modding. She was keeping the email going. She was keeping the Cash App going. She does everything that a mod should be doing. If she has a second guess about whether she should block or time somebody out, then she may just wait and another mod that's been in there longer than her do it. But she know in here, I'll tell her go ahead and snipe them. Okay, um, which I don't have to snipe often in here. That's more so again in the controversial. Now, Duchess Kelly Love went for a long time with no mods because a mod can make or break your channel. That's another thing. They blocking people on the low. They're not telling him. And then, because here's the thing. Let me tell you, I hate to tell y'all this, but you need to know this. If somebody is in the chat and they keep coming in and keep causing little problems, one thing I don't like is if you block them, then it shows who blocks you. Well, here's your way of getting around that. Push on through that live. You may time them out to warn them. Push on through that live. And what you do when that live is over, go back to a former live or go when that live say is a day old or so. I go back and block that person then. And I and the reason I say do it that way because 9 times out of 10 when you block a person, you make them mad. You done made an enemy for life. And a lot of people didn't know. A lot of people don't know that you can do that. Go back into old chat and block that person. Okay. Anything else? You have any questions, y'all, while I'm thinking? Um, um, the bigger YouTubers, they don't have that problem. And if you watch the larger YouTubers, they're not reading their chat. They read their chat later. They don't have time to read a chat with 1,000 people in it, with 1,500 people in it, with 2,000 people in it. They can't read that chat. That chat is running so fast that you just about gives you a headache, just your eyeballs trying to read the stuff. Now, in those big chats like that, whether it's controversial or not, if you're holding a chat of 1,000 people, I would say yeah, 5 moderators. If you're holding a chat larger than that, then I would say yeah, a good number to me, 5 mods per 1,000 that you hold, because because you're gonna have people in there talking junk, being slick mouth. Like I said, you can't block a person for their opinion because everybody has an opinion, and we have to agree to disagree as adults. But just badgering, putting somebody down, uh, I hate to use this for example, but yesterday, somebody was bothering Mother James Billy Boy. I don't know how you title him, but he nicely stopped and got them together with the quickness, and it was a friend of his. And when he said what he said, I'm not mad or anything, but he gathered them with the quickness. I really don't know what made them decide to go in his chat and do that crazy stuff because Mother is one I would never want to make mad anyway. Okay. Um. Okay. Never Child says, "What about trolls who block mods first?" Well, it's not a whole lot that we can do about trolls blocking mods, other than have you a backup page so that you can come out and go into that backup page. Because most of us are functioning on 2 devices anyway. Put your other device under your backup page. So, and that backup page, you keep your name, you keep that one on the low. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, a good troll, a smart troll, that's the first thing they do is block a mod, so they can get in what they want to say before getting sniped. So that's gonna happen. So it's not a whole lot we can do about that, other than if the content creator um highlights the comment from the troll, then you can see it. And then you realize, okay, I can't see this person in the chat. Okay, then you need to go to your backup page so that you can watch that person from the chat. Well, it's not time 10. If they come in under a troll that one particular time to get out what they want to say, they're not going to keep coming back under that particular name. If they come back, it'll be another troll page. And they probably will block the mods again. But here again, that's why you have your backup page, so that you can see them. Okay, any more questions? I'm trying to think, am I leaving out anything? I covered giving out mods fed. Oh yeah. Um, some people don't like modding up other content creators. And it kind of makes sense because it's a lot to be a mod and also be a content creator, because you got to come up with your content, this, that, and just the just the headache of being a content creator anyway, and then having to deal with the backlash as a moderator. Because I'm gonna tell you now, say for instance, if you mod for me and a person and myself have a altercation, you may very well get some backlash from that. Okay? You may very well get backlash. I don't know why people do that. Or definitely if you're a co-star, you will get backlash from from people because of the content created, which is crazy. But believe it or not, people do it. Okay, thanks for coming in, Ray. Okay, the video is here anyway. If you need to come back and relate to it, that's fine. I know how that is in doctor's offices. Okay, guys, is there anything else? And mods, yes, please greet everybody that comes in the chat. Now, of course, the bigger YouTubers can't do that, but I'm talking about us. It's on a small to medium scale. Please welcome everybody that comes in the chat. Like I said, if you don't like the person, when they come in, just say welcome in. If you have no issue with the person, say welcome in at and say the person's name. Be polite, pretty much, so that they feel like they can see an invisible smile. Because I have went in chats and the mods didn't split their lips. Has it written, but ask me, have I been back? No. I have not. Because that's the worst thing in the world, to have moderators that don't speak. You should speak. And I think that's pretty much it, y'all. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover. Because I said about 30 minutes. It's not a whole lot, Just be a good moderator. Uh, Speaking, being polite, running the chat smoothly. Don't try to take over a person's platform because you are a moderator. That doesn't make you a co-host. That does not make you a manager or anything. Just do what the content creator asks of you as a moderator. And if there is no more questions, I am going to sign off. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Thanks to all my mods. I could not do it without you guys. I may be back on tomorrow live. Not sure, but more than likely I will. Because I'm back. I've been gone for so long due to some medical issues. And I did have to have surgery, but I'm back now. And I'm doing well. So you will see me more often. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming, and y'all have a blessed day.